All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Monarchs and the New Orleans Saints. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. He's going to let it go deep, and it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Down. 8, read. Let's go, defense.
On first down, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Saints, nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's 2nd and 8. And Thomas has it. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Go, go. Hey, lock it. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devin Bush just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Smooth.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey! Hustle, hustle.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go.
Ready?
The delay of
60
game
out,
backs
ball.
him up 5, first and 15.
Crunch time.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Here we go.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Now.
55.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Twist.
61, matchbox lights.
He's coming. We got double up.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready,
From the
ready.
2 now,
And
second
over.
and goal.
Bravo.
Let's go, G.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I know he ain't got it.
Hey, Sam off. Go.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Time right.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make this a second and long.
Second down at the 11-yard line.
Come on, Shaq. Henry. You ready? Let's go. Slam. Echo. 31's the mic. Watch the screen.
Second and long. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, echo.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wagner. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back to throw. Herbert looking long for Thomas. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Squeeze.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, check 24. Check
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
3rd down and 9.
Set. 30 base.
54.
Hey, wahoo!
Pick your game up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Deep river. Deep river.
From the gun, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Check, check. Fresno.
Go.
Fresno. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We got time. Let's go.
Now a give right side. It's Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
We go set. 70. Indy.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, orbit.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Ready, ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He gets this one to Boyd. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Going deep for Diggs. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running right, Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Mike six. Mike six.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Yo, faster! 5.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Mike 54. Mike
Takes 3. Go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert going up top. That's going to be caught. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Josh Jacobs, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to go for a big play. They've got his man complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on second down. Herbert. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 73 yards. as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
We got this. Down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on. What tight end? Hey!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. "35 yards on the return." Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Rock it. Hey.
Watch twins.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Go. Hey, exit.
54's Mike. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is caught by Evans. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey! Ready?
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. I got you, Pop.
Bravo.
From the gun, Herbert. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now! Fight!
Back to throw. Herbert. This is caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Saints! Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Three down. Three down.
2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Burton. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch out. Tight end right.
Now back to throw. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 32 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll run on first down. Evans. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go one more. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
You draw closer.
Chance. Joker.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Time to go, night.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll go again to Jones. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
54's Mike. Check. Watch the
2nd down and inches. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. On first down, Herbert looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Zoo. Go.
21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm coming. Bang.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back. Put on.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got the hook up to Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Jones. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Yes!
Check Mike 21.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Protein spell on the pitch.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our field. It's our field.
Hey, Orbit. Hey.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Go.
Watch the slap.
Hey, go.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Okay. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey!
Mike 54. Hey, let's get off.
Hey, Delta.
Let's get off the field, D. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. You must be getting tired of seeing it.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Hey, Charlie.
Now.
He's back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Right there.
Hey, box drop.
Hey, here we go.
6-6, home 2.
On 4th down, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy.